What is up, everybody? Fred Lam here, and welcome to our Shopify Masterclass episode number 4. Now, here's the deal. The title is not a clickbait. And obviously, you can see that in this title, I talked about is Facebook banning dropshipping right now. And I know that this is going to be a very big impact to every single one of you. And as you guys all know, I love to share with you guys not just good news, but I also want to share with you guys things that you need to focus on, especially when you are running a business. I want you to be prepared. I want you to know what is going on so that you evolve as the business evolves at the same time. So like I said, is Facebook banning dropshipping? And in this video, I'm going to share every single nitty-gritty detail about this. And if you like anything that you hear, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, click that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you're going to get notified right away. And last but not least, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment if you guys wanted to actually share with me what your feedbacks are. Now, that being said, let's really dive right into today's topic. Is Facebook banning dropshipping? The answer is yes and no. And hear me out. Don't get all freaked out and start to jump off get off your seat and start to like scream and all those other stuff. The reason why I'm saying that there is a potential that Facebook is now really looking at dropshipping business is because of one thing. Recently, they have released a brand new tool for any users on Facebook to actually rate the purchase experience of a Facebook ad for a particular store. This is now being actually released slowly and globally at the same time. Your account may see it, your account may not see it. I'll share the link in just a minute on where you can actually get this link. But for now, obviously, we're not going to talk about it yet. I want to share with you what is really happening. So right now, here's the deal. With the new feedback score system that Facebook has released, it is going to be a rating of scale of 1 to 5. So now when a customer actually buys from you through a Facebook ad, Facebook will actually now survey these customers to actually ask for 3 very important factors that they really look at. And with these 3 factors, they will give you a rating towards your ad. And your goal is to actually get a rating of 2 or above. If you actually get lower than a 2, this is something that you gotta watch carefully and you gotta basically pay attention on, because Facebook has released a public statement stating that if your ad account or if your ads are consistently getting a low score, and even during the grace period, you did nothing to improve that score, the first thing that's going to happen is that your delivery of your Facebook ad will decrease. So that really means that you're not going to get 100% of the reach that you originally get. And as a matter of fact, there's going to be a potential, in my experience and based on what I know, Facebook did not say this, but I believe that Facebook will actually charge you more money in terms of CPM for you to run these ads because you have a low score. Now, vice versa, to continue further, if, you just let it slip by, you're like, you know what, there's nothing to worry about, and you're not actually fixing your business, what's going to happen is Facebook will eventually ban your Facebook ad accounts. So that's what you don't want to do. Now, you might be wondering, well, why on earth is Facebook doing this? Well, Facebook's whole intention is to protect their user on Facebook. And most importantly, they are trying to actually fight off people that are not running a legitimate business. Because I know there's a lot of dark side to e-commerce when it comes to Facebook ads. A lot of people actually just run the transaction, grab the money, don't fulfill the product. And I believe that there's a lot of complaints that is happening to Facebook that people are not receiving the product, people are just basically scamming others. And that's not what we teach, right? Yes, we teach about dropshipping. It will take a longer time for the customer to actually receive the product, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to deliver the product to your customer. Because as long as your customer actually received the product, then you're not gonna actually worry about it. Now, that being said, again, Facebook actually gives you a rating between 1 to 5. Your goal is to get above 2, all right? And there are 3 factors that Facebook actually looks at. The first one is going to be the shipping time. Now, in terms of the shipping time, I'm not saying that you gotta be like Amazon and have next day shipping or people expect to receive the product in a very, very timely manner. What you want to basically say is, number one, you want to state, obviously on your product page, which I teach everyone to do that, on the expectation level of when they're gonna receive the product. So you wanna basically be upfront on telling them that it will take a longer time for them to receive the product. So that's what you wanna do, and Facebook actually asks you to tell your customers upfront on what the shipping time is going to be. Now that said, for any of you guys that are drop shipping right now, there is a very important piece of information inside AliExpress that is not available to the public, which is processing time. Now, in reality, inside AliExpress, there's actually a lot of drop shippers within drop shippers. So some of these vendors on AliExpress, they actually don't even have the product in their warehouse. They simply put a listing up, and when you buy, they then go and order it and actually ship it to your customer. So the processing time is gonna be a very, very, very important key. And you want to look for vendors that have a processing time of less than 3 days. Because if it is more than 3 days, we all know that obviously that guy is drop shipping within drop shipping, right? They're not having the product, they need to go out and buy it, and it'll take them 5 to 7 days for them to actually ship out that product. And you don't want that to happen. Now, like I said earlier, on AliExpress, these are hidden information, and if you value this a lot, I highly encourage you to check out Shopsy, okay? That's www.shopsy.com. There's a link right below the video description. Check them out because they reveal the processing time for each of the product that is listed on AliExpress, and that's gonna save you and your business a heck of a lot of money, right? Because you don't want to get penalized by Facebook on costing you more money to run ads and obviously eventually losing your ad account. That makes your business basically go south. You don't want that to happen. So shipping time, very important. And obviously, as we all know, make sure you use ePacket, okay? Don't save that $1 or $2 to actually have some savings in your business. Make sure you use ePacket. Now let's talk about factor number 2. Now when it comes to factor number 2, it's product quality. Now, when it comes to product quality, for any of you guys drop shipping right now, obviously we have the leisure to actually look at other people's product review before you actually sell them. That is great. Now, in Facebook's best practice, they want to make sure that whatever you are advertising, that specific image that you use for your ads and for your product page, it has to be exactly what the customer is going to receive. Now, if you're selling apparels, then obviously you got to make sure that the sizing chart is correct. Anyone that is in the apparel market right now, listen, the sizing chart is super, super important. And you don't want customers to actually order a small when it is the Chinese version of small and not the Western side of small. Then you're going to get a lot of complaints. And if people actually say, well, I always get a wrong size, then your ad account will be in obviously a very disastrous mode, and you don't want that to happen. So make sure your sizing chart is correct, okay? And again, like I said, you want to make sure that the delivery of the product is the same as the image that you're using. And for me, what I do is once I know that a product is actually working well, then I would just order the product and check out the product quality yourself too, right? You want to make sure you are taking extra precautions before Facebook finds out. Okay, so that's number 2. The last factor is actually your responsiveness, okay? Your responsiveness all drills down into basically how you are handling your customer inquiry, all right? I've seen a lot of e-commerce business that just neglect customers. They don't reply to their email, they take days to actually reply to them. You don't want that to happen, especially right now with what Facebook is releasing, giving the opportunity for your customers to leave a feedback to your ad. So that said, make sure, okay, there's a rule of thumb in my business is that all customer inquiries needs to be answered within 24 to 48 hours within business days. We make sure all our tickets are cleared, all the phone calls are answered, because we don't want to have an excuse for your customers to leave you a bad feedback, right? Because if you add all these up and you have a rating of less than 2, you're pretty much going to screw yourself over, and you're going to screw yourself, your business over at the same time, and you definitely don't want that to happen. Now, last but not least, something that Facebook obviously will ask is like, will you recommend the store? I think that this is really outside of your control. But as long as you are able to handle the 3 key factors, being upfront about shipping and making sure you are using a vendor that has 3-day or less processing time so that you can send your tracking number immediately to your customer once they bought. Number 2, making sure that the product quality is good. Number 3, and answering all your customers' inquiry, okay? They are real people that are giving you their money, fueling your business. You have to take care of them, all right? Very important. Now, obviously, the last thing, recommendation. If you handle all 3 of these, I think you're gonna be fine in terms of recommendation. So again, like I said, your goal is to make sure that you get above 2. Now, will Facebook reward those that are gonna get 5 out of 5? I don't know yet. But I'm pretty certain that if you have a below average score, which is under 2, then you're pretty much going to actually sabotage your business. And you don't want that to happen. So in a way, yes, Facebook is making it more tough for dropshippers. However, it doesn't mean that they're banning them. Dropshipping has been here for decades. I've been doing dropshipping since 2008, okay? And it's here for a decade, and it's here to continue to grow and continue to run. But it's just that for you, you're running a real business. So you gotta adapt and evolve and actually make changes. So if you guys are actually running the way your business should be, the real way that I teach, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. But if you are watching this video and you're trying to actually have like things like, oh, I'm gonna slip it through, no more of that, or else your ad account will get suspended, your ad costs will go up, and that will actually affect your business. All right, now here's a link right below. You can see the lower third, there's a link. When you actually go to your browser and you input that link, you will actually be brought into a screen where it's called Ads Activity, and you can actually see your monthly satisfaction score on what it is. Now, once you actually identify what your monthly satisfaction score is going to be, make sure you take action right away and fix your business, okay? You don't want to leave it hanging. You don't want to ignore it. You gotta be proactive for your business before Facebook decides to either penalize you or shut down your ad account. You never want that to happen, all right? Now, other than that, listen, I hope that you learned a lot of amazing things in this video. Again, like I said, you're running a real business. You gotta evolve and adapt at the same time. Yes, it is going to make your life a little bit harder, but listen, you're building a business right now. And right now, thanks to the internet, thanks to Facebook, we have the privilege to easily build an online business with e-commerce. But again, you don't want to take it for granted. You gotta make sure you follow the rules, follow the policies. Facebook is never going to ban dropshipping. They're just basically making sure that all their users are taken care of. And in fact, here's what I believe. Those that are actually not running a real business, they're gonna be taken out of business by Facebook. It's a good thing for us and you because we're running a real business. That means that there's gonna be less advertisers on Facebook, giving us the opportunity to actually have less ad spend to acquire a customer. So that being said, let me know your feedback right below. If you actually enjoyed this video, if you learned a lot of new things, let me know what you learned. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you're gonna actually get notified right away. Click that thumbs up. And last but not least, if you're really interested on building a e-commerce business from scratch, this is all new to you, you want a step-by-step walkthrough on how to do it and potentially generate your first sale, right in the video description right below, there's a link to my 10-part video training series. It's 100% free. All you gotta do is just click that link, enter your email address, and I'll send you all the instructions download. And obviously, make sure that you navigate around my YouTube channel. There's a lot of content in there, and I'm gonna continue to release my Shopify Masterclass series every Thursday, all right? Other than that, look forward on seeing you in the next video, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.